Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Going May podcast, a channel dedicated to the amazing world and story of One Piece. And today we're reviewing chapter 1006, titled Hygoro of the Flower. A truly amazing chapter, full of action and drama. I really love these chapters where we go from one place to another and from one character to another. It's really amazing. I really love it. And the color spread at the beginning is just amazing. We all know the color scheme of all these characters from the recent volume release, especially the Tabarabo, but seeing all the Beast Pirate with each other is really amazing. Kaido in the middle, the Calamities, and the Tabarabo all around them. Just reminds me of the Straw Hats, but with a major difference that the Straw Hats are always enjoying themselves, while these people look really serious, right? I love Queen's gun and King's golden sword. It's truly amazing. So the chapter starts with Huang, the secretary of Kaido, spotting Momonosuke, Shinobu, and Yamato going out of the storeroom. Um, and she has this veil, so she's connected to all the Marys. And if someone is the boss of these, uh, she's the one who's probably the boss of those veils because she's the secretary and all that stuff, and she's like a higher up. I think the same level as a Calamity. Um, so the interesting thing is that they have the same thing as Vegabonk's pacifistas, where they can see under the cloth, and we see Momonosuke is just dangling from Yamato's back, like Luffy with Bo Hancock when they infiltrated Impel Down. And I'm really glad that he's not just in her trees as last chapter. So they move on, and it was really amazing to see that they have the X-ray vision as the pacifistas, and probably there's a big connection between Vegabonk and Queen, because Queen knows about V-Smoke, and also he has a laser beam, just like the pacifistas. We can see it in the middle of the chapter when he was attacking Marco. So he probably has any connection with Vegabonk, even if it's a small thing. Also, Orochi, just when he was dealing with the CB0, he told them that he wants Vegabonk. So maybe there's a little connection between Queen and Vegabonk, or between Queen, Vinsmoke, and Vinsmoke used to work with Vegabonk, so you know what? There must be a connection here. I really want to know more about Vegabonk and about Queen and his love for mechanics. So we go to the only thing about this mirrors thing is that it has a really big disadvantage where any information that's moving around the castle or around the island, everyone can hear it, friend or foe. So Sanji hears out the broadcast about Shinobu and Momonosuke, and he's wondering about whose young Master Yamato is, and he's right about that. He tells one of the beaten beast pirates about where the storeroom, and he says near the entrance of the dome. Of course, he's beaten on by Sanji, and Sanji now has two options: to go upstairs where the fourth floor where Kinemon and the others are and help them, or go downstairs to help Momonosuke. I think the right choice is to go upstairs because also hear the broadcast about Jack, who tells Black Maria that, well, you can't handle them because you can't handle the scabbards. They are much more powerful even if they are injured. So he knows that Jack is going up there, so he must go there help them. Plus, he knows that Yamato is on their side. He doesn't know her, I know, but still, at least Momonosuke is being saved by Shinobu and Yamato. And at first I thought this way, the one who said this way is another person, but I think it's Sanji who's looking left and right, then he says this way, I think. So we also get to see Onigashima flying above Wano, right? We can see the mountain that is in the flower capital. And so they are pretty near to Wano. They are very near to Wano. I'm wondering how will Kaido just planning to settle the island on the ground? Is he going to crash it or what? I don't know. Or they are going to stop him before that. But also that's truly hard. But I'm really looking forward to the way that Onigashima will land on Wano Kuni. And the people just think about it, but people are having fun at the festival, and they just look up the sky, and they see a floating Onigashima. Truly horrific, right? But the clouds are deep. The moon is doesn't appear from the clouds, so and people are drunk, so they probably don't see it. But when they see it, they'll be really shocked. So mentioning the moon is being shadowed by the clouds. Carrot and Wanda are out of their solemn forms, and Perospero just defeated them. And he tells them that the weather was on my side, and you had a really good chance. Now this fight, I thought that Carrot and Wanda will do a lot of damage. Well, Charlotte Perospero won't lose because he's 700,000 berry guy, and he's from the Charles family, so he won't lose. But I don't think that's the end of it. I really think that Carrot and Wanda will get up again, and of course will not just be beaten up, and at the end of the arc they were just beaten up at the end of the war. Of course they will do something, especially if Oda is planning on Carrot joining the crew. Carrot must just surpass her limits and come back again and fight Perospero. And Perospero tells Carrot a really important thing, or important words. The truth is that they invaded the Big Mom territory, and if she doesn't want to see anyone of her friends die again before her eyes, it's better to just go eat grass. And he just smacks her into the ground. And I don't like Perospero. I don't like the way he talks. Not this quotation. The way he talks with peroli in the at the end of every statement. I just don't like him. So I really want Wanda and Carrot to get up again, because they are minks. They are warriors. They are great warriors. They never give up. Remember what they did with Jack, who was much stronger than Perospero, right? And they fought him. Citizens and Inuarashi, Nekomamushi, all of them fought against Jack, and they didn't give up about the scabbards or about the ninja, right? So that's really amazing, and the Minks will never give up. So I think they will get back up again and fight with Perospero. Especially that Perospero won't join the fight, because if he joined the fight with Marco, Marco will probably be defeated, right? Yeah, Marco is handling himself very well against two of the calamities, but if Perospero joins, that will be too hard, I think. So, speaking of the fight, I really loved Marco's fight, and I'll be getting to it right now, but I'll just talk about something else, which is really important. The performance floor. Everyone is turning back into Onis, and Marco's Flames is wearing off. So the only answer to this is Chopper's medicine that he's working on relentlessly, and with the effects on him. And Chopper is just, I think he's in the final stages where he's just dropping small portions into small portions. So it's in his final stages, right? I really love how Chopper is dedicated to finish all to cure everyone, friend and foe. I really love it. Apu is still alive and well, and he's still also relentless. He's still fighting, but he can just get through X Drake and Hygoro in his prime. So, essentially, the Flames, Marcus Flames, brought back Hygoro to his prime due to the stamina and stuff like that. So now he had all his power back as he was in his prime. And I think that's really amazing. I loved it because I always wanted to see Hyogo in action. We saw him in Odin's flashback, but we didn't see him in action, right? And that was shown in the last chapter, but you may not notice it. I just said in my review that his body shape has changed in the last chapter. It was a shot from his back, so you may have missed it. So go check it out. It's really amazing. And the ninja guys with Orochi are just shocked at it, and Hygoro says a really important thing to the other Yakuza. If I go out of control, kill me. Because if you didn't kill me when I was conscious, I'll end up killing everyone in this room or in this floor. And he's right about it, because the Yakuza says, yeah, we can stop him in his prime if he's unconscious. So of course, he's still conscious now, so that's great. And one of the Imogoromi, the strongest one, I think. I don't remember his name. That's really bad, because I don't forget names a lot. So, whatever. He fights with Hygoro, who uses flaming hair of Holy Rage. I really loved it because Hygoro's hair is really amazing. So, naming his attack after his hair is truly magnificent. I loved it. He just cuts off all of the Mimigurami, I think. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. And he's just thinking with himself, most about if he had joined Oden to fight Kaido, what will be the result, right? But he has no regrets. I was wondering why didn't he join Oden, but whatever reason, he didn't join with him, and he regretted it. But now he doesn't regret it, because the nine scabbards are back in Oden's name, and he had found an apprentice in Luffy. And we get a flashback of Luffy giving him tickets for the Dangos. I really love that. It was truly amazing to see Hyogoro's last thoughts before he dies. And now we see Queen with the laser beam trying to hit Hyogoro. The laser beam has the same shape as the Pacifista. That's why I think that he knows, Vegabonk or Vinsmoke or whatever. Of course, Marco stops him with the Phoenix brand. And Queen's just shocked. Is that a shockwave or something? Because it really hurt Queen. He has blood coming out of his mouth. And then we see King cutting off Marco's wing. Marco picks a feather from his wing, just does a flame circle, hits King. King is crashed into a wall. He opens his eyes to see a flying knee from Marco, and he just crashes King. Queen back in his human form. All right, I'll kill Marco. He says he takes a clown to his face, and Marco's just truly amazing, handling both of them in that way. Of course, it's really tiring for him, but Marco has years of experience and years of experiencing his devil fruit, because it's shown that even before joining the Pirates, he had his devil fruit, he had the phoenix fruit, plus years of experience with Whitebeard fighting other pirates and stuff like that. So he's truly amazing, and it seems that he never met Kaido before, because King and Queen have no idea about Marco's fruit and how to deal with it, right? But to recap the fight, it was truly amazing. Just jumping from one calamity to another and handling them in a superb way is truly amazing. But at the end, we get both of them saying, alright, that's it. So they are getting serious now. So that's why I think there are red flags about Marco, that he may die, especially with Prospero wanting him dead, as we saw in chapter 997, I think, when he was with Big Mom. He said, how many times did I want to kill you, Marco? So if he joined the fight with King and Queen, Marco has no chance, I think, especially because King and Queen are getting really serious. So, and they are calamities, they are Yonko commanders, so of course they have things up their sleeve that can hurt Marco. And Periscope joining, yeah, that's it for Marco, right? So that's why I think Carrot and Wanda will come back again and will hold off at least Periscope. Maybe Sanji will fight with Jack and come back to save them, but that will be too long, right, for Marco to handle all that. And Periscope mentioned that Marco is at his limit. He looks really exhausted, and that's truly That's right. Because Marco, of course, he doesn't seem to be injured or anything, but of course it's tiring to just go from one place to another, going full Phoenix, going hybrid. It's really tiring, of course. And King and Queen aren't easy opponents at all. Of course, one is 1.3 billion, and King, I don't know, he's above billion, so that's a great thing confirmed right here. Because Marco said holding off two guys worth a billion at once is pretty rough. So King is above billion. By how much? Maybe 1,400,000,000, maybe. Yeah, but my guess it will be between 1.4 to 1.6. I think that because he's the first mate of Kaido. Uh, we get back to the ice onis, and everyone is getting into ice onis. I don't know how the death counts are, but of course there are a lot of them is already dead, samurai and beast pirates. And the last thing is Hygoro leaving his sword and telling the Yakuza to just cut him off. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Here ends the life of Hygoro of the Flower, with no regrets. Now we have two options. Maybe Chopper will come back, give the medicine to, will stop the Yakuza and make Hygoro drink the medicine and he comes back to life. But that will ruin his death because his death is truly amazing if he died. The thoughts that he thought before he died with no regrets. And he will join Yasoi and Oden and everyone from the past generation of Wano with thoughts that Dawn will be brought back to Wano. So I think that will be a great way to end his life. But if he gets saved back, it's also good because Chopper's feelings. Because if he died, I don't know what Chopper will think of himself. That will be really depressing, I think, for Chopper because you think he failed in doing the medicine in a timely way and he wasn't strong enough or smart enough to do it. So that will have a great impact on Chopper, which I don't like to see because Chopper is one of my favorite Straw Hats and everyone likes Chopper. I don't think that anyone from the fan base hates Chopper. So I hate to see him in a depressed way, especially because he knows Hygoro for a long time since Odon, President Odon. So it will be really saddening for Chopper. He's already at his limit, and plus he's already depressed about the people who already died. Because Chopper wants to save everyone, friend or foe. So anyone who dies, whether he's in the Alliance or with the Beast Pirates, Chopper will be sad for it. So Hyogre dying will be really having a huge impact on Chopper. So I don't want to see that. But overall, a solid chapter. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. But that's every One Piece chapter. I love every One Piece chapter. So this statement is truly obvious. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you're here for the first time, give me a review about my review to see what I need to improve. Anything that I missed, tell me as well. And see you next time, inshallah.